Hi, we're introducing our business concept. The name of our restaurant is called Chef-timize, and it's a unique dining experience.
So we'll start off with what problems we're addressing. There are two primary ones. The first one is unwanted ingredients in menu items. So say you're looking through a menu and you find a meal that you actually think you might like, but then you read through the ingredients and say there's mushrooms or tomatoes and you don't like one or two of those. So you decide to choose something else. Our second problem is indecisiveness when selecting a menu option. So say you go through and there's actually 3 or 4 meals that you think you might like. We're addressing those two problems. So what's our solution? Really, it's to be able to work with a chef, go ingredient by ingredient, and make your own customized meal with everything that you would want in it. So what's our value proposition for the business? Well, really what we want to do is create a unique dining experience that involves interaction and customization, and something that's not like any other restaurant around. Who's our target market for this business? Well, it's venture seekers, experience seekers, people ideally in high density urban areas, people with a higher disposable income, and people who want to spend that higher disposable income on experiences and actually spend their time doing cool things.
Okay, so as of right now, we want our main focus to be building our company into something that is different for our guests while still providing high quality items. Our mission is to achieve long-term growth by providing guests with a unique, customizable culinary experience that is sensitive to their needs and creates a long-lasting relationship with our restaurant. Looking more into the future, our vision for our company is to create and dominate a new dynamic fine dining restaurant category by offering guests the experience of working with the chef to customize their meal directly at their table. Since we are going to be a full new dine-in restaurant, we have many goals that most new businesses will have right at the start. As of right now, 3 important goals for us would be to break even within the first 2 years of opening, to achieve a minimum of 4 stars based off of guest reviews for our food quality, service, and experience within our first year, and to reach 5,000 followers on social media accounts such as Instagram within our first year of opening as well. These goals are realistic in relation to our business and touch on points that are most important to the culture of our restaurant.
When looking to our human resource management plan, we decided to start by focusing on recruitment. This is for both front of house and back of house positions. So this will include our dishwashers, kitchen prep, and the front of house server positions. To recruit these, we will be looking to go online platforms, both Indeed and LinkedIn. And then for our chefs, we're returning to a recruitment firm as we really are looking for that high quality and unique chef that's going to fit our environment well. After that, we will be focusing on the selection process. So once we have our candidates, we'll be conducting a very formal interview process. And then the candidates that pass our interview process, we will be giving trial shifts so everyone can see if they fit in well with our team as well as the atmosphere in our restaurant. Lastly, we'll be focusing a lot on retention as we want to keep our turnover rates as low as possible. To do this, we will be paying all of our employees a living wage rather than minimum wages. And we'll be doing this because our prices will be in the more fine dining higher end. So we'll be able to pay all of our employees living wages, but we will be also imposing a no tipping policy in our restaurant. The next will be offering benefits to some of our longer term staff, and then we will be also doing staff outings as some of our work perks and offering incentives for our staff as well.
Our management strategy implemented derives from 3 separate functionalities needed to establish proper management. These functionalities are corporate governance, organizational design, and code of ethics. Corporate governance can be established through investments in legal counsels that prepare documents governing the relationship between our company and the officers, directors, and shareholders. It is important to record all activities and transactions in order to have a realistic historical record that may be used in legal matters. The organizational design establishes the roles each employee provides and how they correlate with the other. The design implemented into our restaurant integrates our employees with core business processes, technology, and other systems. The code of ethics associated in our restaurant abide by the food safety legislation of Ontario and strive to further our service quality. Our employees are treated fairly and conduct business matters under the code of ethics and professional conduct. Our scheduling system further implements our ethics and considers employees' health when scheduling, preventing overload. We also benefit from standard suppliers that provide us the best equipment and product available. A restaurant utilizes many systems for buying, storing, and preparing food. It is important to establish systems that coordinate information automatically and ensure realistic implications are being recorded. The information systems perceived in the restaurant industry benefit the business by guiding employment to simple transactions that are monitored, evaluated, and delivered to every applicable member. The information system can be categorized into 3 systems. Firstly, the point of sales information system collects, organizes, and interprets values from all operations. The system accurately delivers orders that are specific to each customer. It then acknowledges the use of supplies and changes the inventory available, allowing for real-time inventory levels and the ability to suggestive sell when applicable. The next integration is described as the back office information system. The system utilizes information derived from the point of sale system by managing all inventory, purchases, schedules, and regulated food safety standards. Tracking data can result in a reduction in waste and possible theft. The system also increases productivity through automatic purchases and reporting of transactions while simultaneously tracking sales data. Thirdly is the accounting information system that is perceived as an essential bookkeeping tool. The system manages payroll, records all billing and invoices, and simulates reports in order to keep financial standing measurable at all times. The system identified in the restaurant industry can be implemented by one system. Many companies produce systems utilized by restaurants and integrate the possible benefits. The system we will implement to our restaurant is Touch Bistro. Touch Bistro is a point-of-sale system that utilizes iPads at every table and further implements softwares that track all the information relative to the process. Touch Bistro offers numerous features designed to guide employment into simple transactions with customers and establish an integrated system and procedure. The features include tableside ordering, payment processing, and other relevant management interactions.
For our operations functional plan, we plan to prepare all of our food cooked in-house by our chefs with input and assistance of our customers and clientele. This will happen at the table level and will ensure a diverse and unique menu. We'll aim to provide locally sourced ingredients and support Canadian suppliers. For our ingredients and food-based products, we hope to employ Flanagan's Food Services, who sell Ontario-grown products, produce, and a number of ingredients. Within the first year of operations, our fixed costs will represent a large proportion of our startup costs. Some of these fixed costs will include our cutlery, equipment, glassware, and who we will want to supply that would be Canadian Restaurant Supply. They've been in service in Canada for 150 years, so they seem like a reliable supplier. For our inventory systems, we'll utilize them by the chefs so that we'll have a more adaptable menu. As stated previously, we'll acquire Touch Bistro point of sale system that will closely monitor inventory systems and translate the information via tablet to our stand-in table chefs. This will allow chefs more versatility in the kitchen and allow for a more unique, flexible, and adaptable menu.
Hi, my name is Connor and I will be explaining our business demand forecast. The way that we decided to determine our demand was by using the top-down method, where you begin with a large general population and narrow it down until your target market is remaining. What we did was start with the revenue from the entire restaurant industry in Toronto and eliminate limited service offerers, as they wouldn't be considered our competition. What remained after that was only the full service restaurant industry revenue on a yearly basis. From there, we were able to divide that figure by the total number of full service restaurants in Toronto to come up with an average yearly figure for what we can estimate our revenue to be. All of that is represented in the table below, as you can see. Now I will discuss our business's financial overview and break down where we will spend and make our money. For the most part, our overview is quite typical for a business of our type. One thing we had to consider financially was the high pay of our professional chefs. In order to come up with that money, we plan on saving cash in a number of different areas. Because of our business's small scale, we are able to stay below industry averages in various costs, such as operating expenses as well as occupancy costs. Also, because we have a smaller staff, each member will get a bigger slice of the revenue attributable to staff members. Based on our estimates, our goal will be to operate with a profit margin of about 30% once we open our doors.